Yeah.
Is it rolling?
Is Ed Sheeran? We're rolling.
Yeah, is it recording?
Not properly yet, but yeah.
Oh, mad.
Yes or no? We haven't started. Yeah.
Oh, swear, say
It
that.
kind of is. It kind of is rolling though.
It's rolling.
Oh, swear now.
Yeah.
Say that.
Bro, we just go into it, fam.
Yeah, come there.
You know what I'm
Ed
saying?
Sheeran, how Ed Sheeran does it is like he just says, he just kind of fucking like he mumbles, innit? He just kind of makes tracks.
Oh, he does that. He's a melody guy. He's a melody guy.
So he makes a melody and he says like a word here and there. He says and he says a word and he shouts rhyme shit and he just fucking vibes with the song and then eventually he fills in the gaps later. He makes the template first and he does the gaps later, which is fucking like when I saw that, I was like shit, like music is really like a proper. Either you feel it, you don't feel it.
Yeah. For me, that's me though. Like sometimes I write some like if I have something like in my head, then sometimes I write it. But then sometimes it's like I have an instrumental and then I'm on Snapchat and I record. So a melody will come, I record it on Snapchat, no words, just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that,
and then boom, when I get home, I can lay it down, see what I'm going in it. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't even know you do music. Tell me about music. So what you said,
man.
all kinds of music, like what?
Yeah. So you see me, I'm just a vibist, man.
Yeah, bro, you are. You really are. Trust me.
You get me? Like whatever. Like I've got tracks. I've got rap tracks. I've got kind of R&B singing tracks.
Sick.
I've got like I've done a drill track, but not your typical drill. It was about a gym.
Yeah, but it's obviously on a drill beat. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy? And I think this was just before the lockdown, or maybe during the first lockdown. I can't remember when, but there was that guy who's done like a drill track, but he's done it on property and investments.
Oh yeah,
property
yeah.
You seen that one? There's like part 1, part 2. That was lit.
Sick,
you know what I'm saying?
Sick. You get me?
But I don't think there's a lot of drill like songs that are like positive or whatever that kind of makes it to the people that it's a bit the scene is a bit interesting.
Yeah. You know what it is at the moment, the UK scene anyway. It's like it's follow fashion, I think, because like people are trying to imitate what the popular artists are doing now.
Yeah.
I've got questions like people have asked me like, how do you do music? Like, how come you sound so different? I just tell them, yo, like, because I'm being me, I'm not trying to be like X or Y or Z. You get me? Like, whatever I vibe with, I vibe with. You know.
Do you know what? I like that. I like that about you. And yes, you're right. You know what? Like seeing the industry in the UK, I think worldwide in general, I think people look at success and they try to imitate like what's working in it, because if this is working, it's making money for someone, it's generating them fame or whatever it's generating. Go cool. Let me do that same thing. But I think people that become successful are the people that go, you know what, let me do what I'm really good at, or let me do what I really enjoy. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying everyone. Sometimes some of that shit is not recognizable. It's like, it's not relevant. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like fashion. It's like fashion. It's like the fashion that was, here like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, the baggy jeans and all of that stuff. It wasn't relevant now. It's coming back now. So it's like, at what point do people fit certain things?
It's mad. I think like if everyone lived off like being them and being their true selves, rather than even with fashion, bro. Like you see, I don't know what's popping right now.
Fashion. I think there's a lot of stuff going on.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight, man. That's all.
No, but that's stop that, bro. Have you not seen the latest trends? That's going away now.
I think vintage. I think there's a lot of people on the vintage kind of cargo stuff.
Let's clarify something with fashion, because I think there's the fashion that's currently going on. Yeah. And there's some people who are still like kind of basically going with the last cycle. Does that make sense? So whatever the last cycle is, maybe like the tight jeans and whatever, that was the last cycle. That's not in fashion no more. The new fashion's coming. Slowly things, like something changes and it takes time to trickle down.
But you know what though? Like you see with fashion, that's why I don't hate, I hate fashion. I'm not a fashion guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not a guy that will follow a trend with fashion, because I know what looks all right on man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like, it's you wanna wear something that you're happy with rather than
I'm not wearing skinny jeans, bro. Let's be real. When skinny jeans were a thing, or I don't even know if they're still a thing, I wouldn't wear it because of fashion. You get me?
The thing is, here's the worst thing about that. My sister made this very clear to me like a long time ago. She said, doesn't fucking matter what you say about the whole, I'm not doing this because of this. We live in a world where everything you do is based on what your environment is. So stuff like what you're wearing right now, like the Jordans, or the New York Yankees doesn't fucking matter about, I wear it for myself. The fact of the matter is, there's a small part of you, whether it be 5, 10%, 15%, whatever, that still does it because of the environment you were in. Because if you was living in India or in South America, you wouldn't be wearing this shit. You'd be wearing something completely different. So as much as I agree with you, and I tried to do that with myself, I try to say, you know what, let me wear wherever makes me comfortable, whatever. The fact of the matter is, our persons and our preferences are based on environments.
It's true.
You know what? But that's a good point, bro. And it's that thing of like having, what do we have access to? Like if I go to a shop, this is like a hypothetical, Like I'll go to the, let's say I'm trying to go buy skinny jeans, but skinny jeans are not in fashion right now. Let's assume, it's just all baggy jeans and stuff. I can't get skinny jeans.
It's not accessible.
Because it's not, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, so it's also, I didn't get to decide what's in fashion. It's like they decided what's there, and then I get to pick from what's there, unless I create my own shit, which is way more difficult.
So that's the interesting thing, because I do have a friend now that she does she does a fashion degree, and she makes a lot of her own clothes. And a lot of the clothes that she doesn't make, she buys it, but she doesn't buy it from no I don't know, JD or like a One Prime. No, it's straight vintage shops and whatever. And she has a very specific fashion type, and I respect it, and I think it's fucking amazing that she does that, because it's out of the ordinary. But again, that's still a product of our environment. She's like, you know what, I want to be different, but different to what? That to what? It is what that is your environment. The two is your environment, so therefore your actions are based on your environment. Because even if you want to be different, the different thing that you are to is the environment they're trying to avoid. Therefore, like, you're still kind of, you feel me? So it doesn't matter like what you do. Like I said, she's a prime. If I show her fucking dress sense, it's insane. She's a prime example of someone that's completely different. Like someone like yourself or Leo would wear like shorts or Jordans, whatever, and say, you know what, I'm wearing it because I like it, whatever. But she's fucking completely different to what's normal.
So she's an alien,
bro. E.T. and them.
They say she's got them X51, 63. You know them.
But regardless, she's still
them Elon Musk daughter's name or son's name, whatever.
But that's the thing. Regardless of that fact, she's still it's still a product of environment, no matter how different you are. I think the only way you can be different completely is by fucking running around butt naked with leaves covering your private parts. That's the only way you can be completely different.
With everything's a product of environment then. Not just fashion and that. You know what I'm saying?
But then who creates the environment? It's us. So it's like, it's that things that, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, why don't we change the environment to create different products? You know what I'm trying to say?
At the same time, I hear what you're saying. Same time, like, does it need to be changed?
Not necessarily. So you know what? I like the fact that you said that, because I'm one of those people that I take things for like it is cool. It is what it is. Like everything's got, you know, that yin and yang thing. To me, yin and yang is the same thing. I said this in loads of different episodes, and I use the same example, but it's like, to me, that thing is the same thing. It's how we look at it that changes. You know what I'm trying to say? Because to someone, something bad can be something good. Someone good can be something bad, innit? So it just is, innit? So there's nothing wrong with just being and just, you know.
It's mad. It's mad, man.
No, it really is.
Mad.
So, like, speaking of products of our environments, when you start making content, because like your content is sick.
So like fitness.
Yeah, well, I didn't see other, but you know what? I wouldn't say your content's just fitness though.
True.
I would, if anything, I would say your content's more mindset than fitness.
Yeah.
I would say fitness is just the
thingy,
the base.
Yeah. So like the mindset type thing, I've been doing that for, I'll probably say a couple months now. You know what I'm saying? And it's the reason why I started it is not to get, like, it wasn't even for anybody, bro. To be honest with you, it was for myself. You get me? Because I realized that, cool, I need to talk. Like, it's good to talk to yourself. People think it's a mad thing's weird and but like me recording a video saying, yo, bro, you can do it. And I'm looking right in the camera saying, you can do it. And then there's a time where I could be down and then I could happen to scroll onto that video and I'm looking at myself saying you can, and myself is telling me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
hard.
It's calm with everyone else saying like successful people and but when you're telling yourself you can do it, it's a next motivation, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
powerful, man.
It's the next thing, fam. It channels, you know what I'm saying?
But it's almost like when you're making the video, it's like you're talking to yourself, really.
Yeah.
And then obviously, but the message gets put out to other people. And bro, like even me, I see your content. Your content's amazing. It reminds me of a lot of different parts of myself when I watch it. Because obviously, I come from like a fitness kind of like martial arts kind of background, so there's a lot of I'm connected to that part of mindset. But you know what that hit me as well. Yeah, I don't know if you're religious. I'm not necessarily religious. I'm an atheist or whatever. So I believe in God, but I just don't believe in religion, right? But it's that thing of like I have this crazy concept in my head. It's like when people pray, in my kind of like perspective of the world, when people pray, they're actually praying to themselves, and they're the gods of their own world. So like when someone goes like, God, can you please help me with this issue I'm having with the car, whatever. They're really and truly talking to themselves rather than the gods. And they are the God.
You know what it is though? You see with prayer, because I'm Christian, innit? So when I'm is that the word? Conservative. Like I keep things to myself.
Like you're reserved basically.
Reserved, that's it. I don't want to be a burden to someone else. So you see with prayer, it allows you to take that burden off your shoulders, off your chest, you get me, and talk. Like for me, it's God, innit? Talk to God and explain everything and Sometimes when you do that with certain people, it's like they don't like. I could tell you something that I'm struggling with right now. You know what I'm saying, face to face, and I could be explaining it. I could be looking at you, and like one thing could tell me, you know what, he's not even interested. You know what I'm saying, by the way you're looking or whatever. You know what I'm saying. But with prayer, you just you're unleashing everything, you know what I'm saying?
And it's very internal as well.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain stuff that I'd say that I haven't told my mum, I haven't told my dad, I ain't told my close friends, you get me? I wish I could say my girl, but I ain't got that yet, you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them ones. But fam, like the power of prayer is mad, like for me anyway, you get me? So it's definitely, people preach about meditation and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of get it now. Before I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But I was younger then. But now it's like, man, like it's a good way of kind of releasing everything, letting go, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I think what you said is really interesting about releasing something, and I realized that people have different ways of releasing things. So like for some people, you know, it's either like prayer, might be gym, might be writing something down. Just going back to the talking thing, it's like for some people it's the talking. So some people would rather actually talk to someone. But the thing is, it's like I think people need to change the goals around what talking to someone means, because like, you know, you said about like someone might not be interested or whatever. I don't think the goal should be someone should be interested in something or whatever. If they want to talk to someone, they should just talk to someone. Whatever the outcome is, I think that's separate to the process of releasing something, you know?
Nah, it's true still.
You know what I'm saying? When people go, oh my God, like, I just told my best friend about this or whatever, like he didn't give a shit. And it's just but the goal shouldn't have been for them to give a shit. The goal should have been, you know, for you to express and release, you know, whatever you're holding inside, right? And how they respond after that. I understand that they want, you know, they want to be heard or whatever. And what does being heard even mean?
Being heard, like, what do you mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's
It's
like people like, I want to be heard. Like, what does that mean?
Because realistically, okay, if we're talking realistically, if you had a struggle, you wouldn't want to tell your friend about that struggle, because, well, for me anyway, I wouldn't want to talk about that struggle to my friend, because I believe that if you give a certain energy off, then it will expand to
do you know what though? The only thing I would say is like, and this is not, I don't think people should be going out and start telling, you know, the friends like whatever things they want to say, but to be fair, like I feel like if you can't have a certain conversation with your friend, or any type of conversation with your friend, I feel like then I'd question like if they're really like
your brethren,
you know, if your friends enough to even have those conversations.
At the same time though, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, there's certain stuff that your friends don't need to know.
No, they don't need to know, but that's what I'm saying. But then you should still be. It's not about. Okay, cool. So I agree with you. I don't think they need to know everything. However, you should still have the opportunity. That opportunity should always be there to talk about anything.
Whatever
it is.
Definitely. And I think you know what it is? I think for friends anyway, I think it's more so males that don't really talk about stuff. Females, I think they're more emotional in it. So they talk to the people that they trust anyway. And they even talk to males about it as well.
Do you think there's a correlation between that gyms are male dominated spaces compared to how many women are there? Because I feel like, and this is coming from my own experience, I feel like one of the reasons I was going gym a lot, because that was my like kind of my release and whatever, because I didn't have that chance of like having like a, you know, like a male friend to talk to about certain things and whatever until later down the line. Now I've got a couple really good friends I can talk to about anything. But back in those days, like gym was like the thing. So do you think there's a correlation why there's so many guys in the gym? Compared or it's just like, or am I just making shit up?
Nah, it makes sense because like when you're in the gym, you're releasing a hormone. You get me? That testosterone or whatever that's been building up. You need to release it. You know what I mean? So when you go into the gym, it's loud. It's like you're lost in the space. Like you don't have to actually. It's so noisy with the weights clanging and whatever. The music's pumping. It's so. There's one thing. Boxing, bro. When I started. I'm not a professional boxer. I'm not trying to be a Anthony Joshua or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You never know though. You know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, you get me. Next thing 5 years later, I'm in O2 Arena. Timon's there, bro, boxing some guy's head off. You get me? You never know, bro.
But nah, with the boxing, it was a thing where you have to be alert on boxing, not boxing and your struggle. Boxing, because once you're boxing, especially with sparring, once you're sparring, you can't think about, you know what, that bill last year or that bill next month that I've got, I need to pay that off. In sparring, bro, you're getting licked off, bro. You get me? Yeah. I can't think about anything else other than, so when I was doing this boxing, I'm like, yo, not in the moment I wasn't like that, but afterwards I'm with the coach, I'm like, you know what? Like, I didn't think about anything other than bobbing, weaving, whatever, jab,
you was focused in the moment.
Yeah. And no, I didn't focus on any struggle, any pain, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So with the gym, it's like, cool, say like you're bench pressing.
Yeah.
You're not going to think, you know what? I ain't got money, I ain't got paid.
You have to be pushing that shit.
Yeah. If you're thinking, I haven't got paid and you got 100 kg and you can't do 2 reps, but you're trying to push out 3 and you got no spot, you think I'm not getting paid today. Bro, that has to come off my chest. You get me? So it's like, the gym is like a safe space. You get me? More like for girls, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get myself in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But girls is probably like nail shops or whatever, hairdressers, and even barbers for like males, because barbers, you talk about football, you talk about this, that, and the other, you're cracking jokes. All the struggle's gone.
I think I know why though. What's that book? Is it The Way of the Superior Man, about the whole percentage of masculine and feminine qualities in each person? So I kind of realized that obviously from that book, what it says, and correct me if I'm wrong, everyone has masculine and feminine qualities, and it's about like how much of which is more you. I've kind of done this thing where I disassociate masculine and feminine with a gender and associate now with a quality. So masculine isn't man, feminine isn't woman. You know what I'm saying? Masculine is rough, tough, kind of provider, kind of all that shit. And feminine is more loving, caring, whatever. It has no relevance to the gender itself. It makes sense if you make that association or whatever, but for me, it makes no relevance. It's just, with me, how rough, tough am I? How much of a provider am I? How loving and caring am I? What's my percentage ratio? I have been asking this question to a couple people recently, and the question being, what's your percentage ratio between your masculine and feminine? For me, I like to call myself a little, a 70-30 masculine. I met some women that are 70-30 masculine. Women that are 37 masculine. Like to the common ear, that's very, very unusual to listen to, but it makes sense because when I say this woman is masculine, it means not because she's a man, but her masculine qualities are more out there and she likes them more. Same thing applies to a brother. Like a brother could be the same thing applies. There could be a higher feminine quality, it just means that guy is more loving, he's more caring, he's more understanding, he's more empathetic and sympathetic. It makes sense, right? So I guess that's the question I've been asking myself, and I kind of want to bring out to you lot.
Yeah.
What would you call what is your percentage ratio for your masculine and feminine? So discovering something.
That's a good question. Also, I think that's a beautiful description of how you put it as well. I think the only thing I would add to it is that, like sometimes based on gender, it's more likely to appear, or it's going to be more higher of something. I'm not saying I agree with you. Saying it's more likely to appear, within a certain gender. But I have seen relationships where like the woman will be masculine and the man will be.
Is the woman more feminine because she's a woman or because of her environment?
That's the thing. So that's the other thing I was going to say is sometimes the life experiences can change the percentages that you're talking about.
Because you know the thing about girls are pink and boys are blue. That's been a thing that's been taught from early. Girls pink, boys blue, and obviously the color is not associated with the. It starts with color. It's girls pink, and it goes to the toys. Girls play with baby toys and kitchen toys, and then it goes up to like girl. And when you're a teenager, you have to be more caring, and loving, and the older you grow, you kind of like you get a little bit more of your feminine whatever. But that's now forced upon a woman. Now, I guess this does touch on the whole transgender thing and whatnot, but it's less so like don't necessarily force it. Just give them both and let them choose. Like I'm not necessarily 100% for transgender, but I'm also not 100% against it. Simply because I don't have a side. I just know of its existence. Simple as that. So if you want to do what the fuck you want, whatever. But I'm more on the side of what is your percentage ratio? Which one do you want to be, and which one has been forced upon you? Let's be honest. Women are more feminine. That's just like a normal thing. That's if you talk about the majority, women tend to be more feminine. The question we should be asking is not necessarily, why are they more feminine? It's more so like, are they feminine because of their environment or because of their gender? Because they have nyash and a pom-pom? Or is it because they have, or is it because of their environment they're broken? What is the reasons that they are the way they are?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to hear your answers, man. What's your percentage ratio?
Percentage?
Eve can go first. Yeah, I don't care who goes first. So Leah, if you want to go, or Timon, you want to go.
For me, you know what it is, like, even at my old job, they'd say that obviously with the bill that I have, whatever, you'd think like 80, 90%, but like for me, masculine, you have to define what being masculine is. You get me? Because some people being masculine is something else compared to someone else.
But from your own definition, how you define it, what would your percentages be then?
For me, are we saying like being feminine is like more in touch with your emotion and stuff like that?
Yeah, like whatever it means to you.
How do you define it? You can just define whatever you want to talk about. So your definition.
Yeah. So I think I'd probably say 70-30.
Yeah.
70-30 because like obviously masculinity, depending on your definition, like cool, like that's a hard one still.
No, it's a hard question. Even me, like, I'm thinking about my percentages, and for me, like I think for me it's slightly different because I fluctuate. So mine doesn't really stay the same. I fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. So like one day it might be like 50-50, another day it might be like 80-20. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like, you know what it is? Okay, I don't like to attach emotion to feminism, like being feminism.
Like, feminine.
I don't like to attach emotion because a man should have some sort of emotion.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. So emotion, isn't it? So it's an interesting conversation that we're having. Yeah. Because already, like, I feel like your understanding, and by the way, I think this is most people's understanding from conversations I had. Yeah. Is that usually emotions attached to femininity. Actually, emotions are different, right? So masculinity might have, people would also misinterpret and say it's anger, is frustration, is this,
emotion, right? That's
but emotion, yes. So it's the whole emotion, energy in motion. Yeah. So it's like, but both have energies, you know what I'm saying? Like both have different emotions, so.
Because you know what it is? When you say being masculine, anger, anger is still an emotion. So technically, if we're saying being masculine is having certain emotions, you get me? There should be
I love those moments when people about to say something and it's in their head, and they start laughing about it.
I have a proposal. We revisit it at the end. So you did a whole pod, we talk about whatever, and then at the end we revisit it. And maybe you have a because like I said, bro, like there's no association to your gender, right? It's just your gender is kind of like essentially it's the cards you're dealt in the game of blackjack.
For me, I wouldn't class myself as having a percentage of being feminine.
Okay.
Because there's certain stuff. Yeah, let's come back to it still. Let me think about that.
I do have a question on that because I think it goes back to a point I was making. When you think about feminine, do you think about woman? Or do that's what I'm saying. That's my problem. So that's why I said like the whole masculine feminine has no association with the gender. It is in of itself. There's two sets of qualities.
But then at the same time, if we bring it back, the meaning feminine now, if we're talking about product of environment, everyone would say female.
Yeah, of course. No, we get to decide what we. So yeah, we get to decide what words mean, right? So when you were to say, oh yeah, I'm not like. If you say women can also be angry or whatever, that's fine. But I'm not associating it. So like I'm saying there are two. So I hope you understand. So that because even explaining this is a bit of a
so
metaphorically, there are two houses. Okay.
Yeah.
In house one, it's just straight raw, gritty. It's a fucking gym house, whatever. It's just provided. That's the house. That's nothing to do with the gender. That's nothing to do with the man or it's just that house.
Yeah.
So it means women and men can enter that house. Because their genders has no. It's not like a thing where there's a bouncer waiting for all you. Like, let me see your dick, but you got dicks in there. You can come in. Don't come in. You know what I'm saying, it's like any gender can enter the house, and they can then become those emotions and those qualities and attributes in that house. And house number 2 is the feminine house. That's more caring, more loving. It's a little bit more quiet. It smells nice. Whatever. It's just more peaceful. Now the same thing applies. There is no bouncer in front of the house saying, "What you got pum pum? So now you can go in. You got dick. No, you go." It's not. It has no relation to the gender.
Do you know what?
It's just two houses.
I feel like even for me, like I'm reading this now, and this is a good conversation to have because I'm reading this now, and there's so many different, It's basically just like a list of like just so feminine energy versus kind of masculine energy, not versus, but like just in comparison, and for feminine, it says it's got receptive, passive, contractive, intuitive, inward. For masculine, it says projective, active, giving, expansive, outward. And then there's a couple other like natural traits that comes with it. So for masculine, it's like it's confidence, it's inner strength, responsibility, focus, logical, support, stability, direction, protection, clarity, boundaries, courage, discipline. And for feminine, it's unconditional love, understanding, nurturing, tenderness, kindness, intuitive, creative, feeling, stillness. So based on these in general, I'm already having a whole different perspective of what that means. My problem now I'm 50-50 all the time. I tap into them. Sometimes I'm kind, sometimes I'm a bit like confident, whatever. It's all these different things. Like
my problem in that is when you read out the masculine ones, people are going to look at and think, what? So what? Women can't be confident, women can't be but it has nothing to do with the fucking gender. That's what I keep saying. It's nothing to do with the gender. Women can be confident. That's their masculine qualities. But it doesn't make them a man. It just makes it a quality. It's just a different house. It's simple as that. I'm saying the same way they say, feminine qualities are people that are more caring and loving.
I got one. You're gonna like this one, yeah. This is your quote for the day, yeah.
My quote for the day. That you're gonna say it.
Nah, based on what you were saying. Based on what you were saying. Based on what we were saying. I'm summarizing it, yeah.
You're quoting. Go on.
Gender don't have an agenda.
Catch.
Huh? Wait. Yeah. You like that one?
Gender don't have an agenda.
Yeah, that's basically what it's saying, isn't it? It's not based on your gender that you can have different traits. It doesn't have no agenda, bro.
Do you know what agenda means, bro?
Huh?
Do you know what agenda means?
Yeah, like a kind of like what you're gonna be discussing or plans like. Yeah.
I know it sounds good.
Gender don't have an agenda.
It sounds good. It just don't work, bro.
I fuck with it. You know what it is, yeah? I think it flew over his head. I feel like
gender don't have an agenda.
Gender don't have an agenda. So like, if you have someone like cool, let's say someone's sitting there, yeah. Let's say there's a woman sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah. And based on the gender, you might assume that she's feminine. Yeah. But then what I'm saying that her gender don't have an agenda. She might not be feminine.
You just don't understand what the word agenda means. It's fine. It sounds nice. You just don't understand
what
does
it mean.
It means a fuck me. It means like
a meeting would have an agenda.
It's a verb. I'm landing.
No, agenda. Go on.
Agenda is a verb, right? It's a doing thing. It's a thing that you do. It's a thing that you plan. It's a thing that you're prepared for. It's whatever. It's an agenda. It's I've got a goal here.
So can you have an agenda with someone?
With someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're
you know that saying, it's like I have an agenda to like, let's say with another
it's
person.
a goal. It's a thing to reach for. That has nothing to do with your traits. Why are you so confused? It has nothing to. Are you with him? Like, be honest, are you with him? Because I'm not.
Okay, gender don't have an agenda.
No, gender don't have an agenda.
An agenda.
Yeah.
Still, okay.
For me, like agenda.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Yo, let's
This is a prime example of this podcast. So what this podcast does, is we say a bunch of random shit, and the people who listen to it first, I think, what the fuck are these like fucking wankers?
But you know what? No, hold on.
2 years later, they're gonna revisit it. And
No. Listen. All jokes aside, though, like in my head, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I know how you're trying to say it. Like gender doesn't have.
You know, I know what you're trying to say because I've been saying.
Listen. You know what? If you don't understand it, you should go see a doctor. Yeah. If you don't understand it,
what does that mean? We know what you're trying to say because I've been saying it for the past 10-15 minutes. It's just your.
No, I was trying to summarize it.
Exactly. Everyone likes these little quotes that are said in a nice fancy way so they can post on Instagram and get better likes and shit. Who the fuck cares? Just say what you want to fucking say. Stop making it all rhymey and shit, bro. That's the thing that bothers me the most about quotes. Like you say as well, bullshit quotes. It's just a nice combination of words that sound nice together that means something. No, just fucking say your shit.
I don't say bullshit quotes.
You say bullshit quotes all the time. I heard you say
like what?
You say quotes are bullshit now.
Like, well, yeah.
Because the purpose of the quote is to sound nice and fancy and all that shit. Oh, you never. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never got. You can. How you got?
Life's like a box.
Fucking like a dick in it. Just say what you fucking say. Stop making these metaphors and bullshit, man.
Yeah, I rather watch Timon's Instagram and you know what I'm saying, and get some motivational shit. Bro.
Yeah,
have you done your push-ups for today?
You know what I'm saying. But yo, you know what? I'm trying to. You know what I'm really interested in in general, in life is mindset.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to understand mindset, and it's just like to me till this day, and it's something I've been exploring for the last 2 years, and till this day I don't know what the fuck it is. I know what it means. I just don't
just
know.
mindset.
Yeah, like I know what it means. It's like it's how we set our mind to something, innit? Yeah, that's why it's called mindset. But the thing is, it's like I don't know how people develop it. It's like I don't know how the fuck I developed my mindset.
Yeah,
or like it's that question. It's like were you born like were you thinking like this your whole life, or did you become like this?
Definitely. If you see with mindset, it's a thing that you have to learn. You get me? You have to learn to channel and to trigger, and you have to. It's like gym.
Yeah.
And I sound like gym.
No, bro. You don't sound like
it's a gym lad.
People need to hear that,
but
bro.
It's like cool. At one point, I couldn't bench 60 kg.
Oh, loser, man! I'm just playing. That's that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, but then one point I couldn't. So say like from when I started till now, I didn't go to the gym. But when that first time I tried the 60 kg, I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna expect myself to do it now if I haven't been training. You know what I'm saying? Now, we'll disclose the numbers another time because I haven't, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. But thingy,
you know the numbers are out there.
You know what I'm saying?
You get me?
But you just say 60 kg is a warm up thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's a light. It's a quick.
But yeah, fam, it's all about training it. So like for me, mindset, I'm still training, bro, because I was talking to someone the other day about it. Monday was the first day that I was unemployed. You get me? Didn't have a job, like a stable income. Obviously, I'm doing my stuff when it comes to filming, fitness, music, and stuff like that. But Monday, I woke up and it hit me. It was like raw, like I haven't got a stable income now, like. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to actually do? And it was a thing because Monday I woke up kind of late-ish. It's like, I've wasted time now. And So my mind weren't in it. But I think at that point, my mind was being controlled by my feelings. So I felt, now I can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? I felt like... And it was a thing where over the weekend, my diet went mad. Like I just went ham with the diet. Like I didn't even stick to the diet. So when Monday came, I'm looking at myself and like, you know what, you just did that to yourself, man. Like, raw, you shouldn't have ate this. And me being obese, like before coming to now, I still carry traits of like pig eating or whatever, binge eating, where, yo, if I see this, like my thing is sweets, pastry, whatever, like carbs, which I'm not supposed to be having an overload of carbs, you know what I'm saying?
I can relate to that.
But man could have how many bagels, toast, and it just all piles up. So yeah, that Monday I was like, raw. But then myself before that, my mindset before, like probably 2-3 years ago, would have just kept with that mindset of, you know what, can't be bothered, I ain't gonna do anything today. Tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. Reality, tomorrow is not promised. You know what I'm saying? So the mindset I had on that Monday was like, you know what, I'm not gonna make my feelings be the conqueror of my mindset, because in business, you don't run with feelings anyway. It's business. If you run with feelings, then your business won't do well. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get up, and now I've got an app where it's like a list to do. I'm gonna get up, go on that app, list out everything that I need to do for today, regardless of how I'm feeling. You get me? And I'm gonna get it done, because I know after I get that done, then my mind is gonna improve, but then I'm gonna feel better of myself because I've got that stuff done.
But it's that same thing with gym, right? Sometimes like there's days you're not feeling gym, but you know if you get it done, you feel better afterwards.
For real. And they're the days where your gym sessions, they're the best gym sessions. You get me? Because you're not expected to hit a certain amount of reps, sets, numbers, because your mindset's kind of low and down. But then once you realize, raw, I just hit this, and I was like thinking like this, and it's like raw, you know what I'm saying? It's better than the days there where you go and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this today, and you don't hit. And then your mindset goes down. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad important to kind of revisit the version. That's why I kind of like doing this thing. When I used to go to gym, I used to take snaps here and there of like what I was doing at the time, but I'll kind of keep it. I used to post all the time, but then I got to a point where I started keeping it to myself. And the whole purpose of that, obviously, my whole work is in video, and my thing is video allows memory to last longer. So it gives me the opportunity to revisit the version of myself I was back then, struggling with a certain kind of weight. And like I've always been saying, you never know how far you travel until you turn around and look at where you started. I told you just before we shoot, and I want to share this with you as well. The whole idea of like doing a thing that you don't really want to do right now, like say go to gym. I'm not really feeling gym right now. I don't want to go right now, or to do a certain kind of job, whatever. I don't want to do it right now. I was working with some kids last week, and we were playing football, and one of the kids fell down and hurt his knee, and the kid started crying. And I was telling him something saying it on repeat. I was saying, it will hurt for a little bit and it will stop forever. I was saying that on repeat. I was saying it will hurt for a little bit and it will stop forever. It applies to a little graze on the knee, and it also applies to the mindset of going to the gym or doing some things that may hurt now. But like I said, it will hurt for a little bit. It will be gone forever. That little pain that we do, it was hurtful, like, you know what I'm saying? And then the other thing about the whole thing you got with the to-do list, it reminds me of something that Steve Jobs does. Is it Steve Jobs or Bill Gates? I don't know, they're all fucking same. It's a bunch of rich right men that are fucking smart as hell. He does this thing, one of them does this thing where every morning he'll go to the mirror, look at himself and say, are you happy with what you're doing today? And if the answer is no more than a few times a week, like more, if the answer is no, after like 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, he takes a seat and has a conversation with himself. Because it's like you said, death is inevitable. It's unpredictable. Majority of the time, it's unpredictable.
They said tomorrow is never promised.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's that idea of like, are you happy with what you are today? No, cool. Tomorrow, are you happy with what you are today? And if you say no several times in a row, it gets a bit worrying. But no, yeah, that's really powerful. I wanted to share a thing, share a epiphany, paradigm shift, mindset, whatever you want to call it, these changes in mindsets. I want to live a short life. I want to live a short life.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I say that, but I like saying mad shit first before I say my point. But I would like to live a short life, and I'll explain to you why. How do you measure time? What is your metric for time?
You can't measure. You know what it is? I always say to people, and with time, it's like people want to do stuff, and they say that the optimum one or whatever the word is
you got time for
in
it.
good time and I say to people now, you know what? Just do it, because at the end of the day, you waiting for time ain't waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? So like, time's not like, I'm waiting for you, like I'll stop for a bit, you know what I'm saying? And then on the 18th of August, then I'll restart and do it. You get me? Time's selfish.
You're a good guy, you know why? Yeah, because I tell people don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And see how that works.
I just like when people go like I want to do this thing but I might not do it or whatever. I say just don't do it.
Yeah, it depends what person.
And it's not even reverse psychology. I'm just like, fuck, don't do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Because if you really wanted to do it, you would have done it.
I think doing has got something to do with working out. I'm not talking about gym working out, just working out in life. When things work out. That's it. So it's just like when people go like, I'll do this thing, I might not do this thing, and it's like, cool, it's gonna work out in a certain way. And it's like, how do you want it to work out? So it's like, if you want it to work out in a certain way, then maybe do something differently. If it's not working currently, is that thing is how's that working for you?
Nah, I hear that.
You know?
So like, with the whole time thing, so the reason why I ask how do you measure time, and I ask it more on a metric thing, like what is your metric for time? Naturally, people would say minutes, hours, days, years, weeks, etc. That is a metric, and I think the sole purpose of that metric is to allow community, so a common understanding of this one thing, which is time. I think the true metric of how to measure time is experience. If all three of us went to watch a 2-hour movie, that movie don't change in time length, it's just our experience of it changes. Does it feel like 2 hours? Does it feel longer? Does it feel shorter? Whatever. It's feeling is experience. And what experiences allow shorter time periods and longer time periods in terms of feeling? A good experience, a fun experience feels shorter. A jarring and long and boring experience feels longer. So in that now definition, I want to live a short life.
Okay.
Not in terms of I want to die when I'm 20. In terms of I want every
Which brings us back to the conversation we had. You want to live a fun life.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, I like saying fucked up shit.
Yeah, so, I know. You said it a different. You just languaged it differently, basically.
So like my metric or my measurement of time is all experience. How long does it feel? Does it feel long? Does it feel short? Does it feel a little bit?
That's when you listen to like various CEOs and artists, like musicians and stuff. You get me? And it's like when someone asks them, do you really take in what you've done? And they're like, nah.
Enjoy the process.
Yeah. But then with your theory now of living a short life, but because of experience, if you're having a good experience, time's gonna fly. Then there's no time to like kind of sit back and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they're enjoying the process. They're enjoying the experience, having fun, you know. So it's just, and I think that's another thing that's important. It's like, where people get it wrong a lot of the times, they're focused on like the goals and shit. And it's like always like Aladdin knows this, like I always talk about like the goal should be the byproduct of something else. Is that you should enjoy the process. Like if you enjoy the process, the goals will come with the process.
Yeah, therefore.
You know what I'm saying? Going back to the thing, did you hear what I said? I said I languaged it differently. Language did. Yeah.
Go on,
As in, I don't think that's even a word, bro. But
is that? I thought you were trying to like.
No, but speaking of the language thing, like one of the things you said to me, and I thought about this a little while ago, yeah. And it's the same thing. I'm not saying you're wrong, or I'm not saying anything basically, but I just structured it differently. So you said tomorrow's not promised, and I was playing around with it there because a lot of people say that term, and they say tomorrow's not promised, and I was like, you know what? Actually, tomorrow is promised, but some promises get broken. So like when people go like tomorrow's not promised, like nah, it's promised. It's definitely promised. It might get broken though.
Also,
unless someone breaks a promise.
That, you know.
No, but what if we say
it's promised that tomorrow's promised for you, but you know what?
Have you? Okay,
I promise you, there's tomorrow, but the promise might get broken.
No, but have you ever lived in tomorrow?
Tomorrow, will.
Have you ever lived?
No, you're right. It's always the current moment.
Yeah.
But then again,
tomorrow is the current moment.
How?
Yeah.
Huh?
How?
So what we do even now?
I can't live tomorrow today.
Yeah, but today
no.
Is
what I'm saying,
from yesterday's
what I'm saying to current moment is tomorrow. what I mean by that is like tomorrow you're gonna be in the current moment again. The only thing you can be is in the current moment. So see at the moment, what you're doing is you're transitioning into next current moments, just current moment, like constantly.
It's the perspective, isn't it? Like today is tomorrow. Today's tomorrow from yesterday's perspective, and tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you will never see tomorrow.
Yeah, because
Well,
you can.
You can't physically see. You can't physically see tomorrow.
No, not physically. Not physically.
Like I'm playing around. That's what we do. That's what we do. We fuck around.
From the current perspective, you can't see tomorrow for sure, but you can see tomorrow from a different perspective. So if I was looking at it from yesterday's perspective, today is tomorrow from yesterday's perspective, but from today's perspective, tomorrow is Sunday, or this day.
Today is the tomorrow he was dreading.
Today was the tomorrow.
Today is the tomorrow he was dreading yesterday.
What if I wasn't dreading?
No, forget the dreading. I just threw it in there. So I'm not saying you. I'm not okay.
Yeah,
okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Let me use that.
If we're talking about mindset,
today is the tomorrow you was thinking about yesterday.
Yeah. There's one thing I say is like in regards to work. I say like work absolutely hard. Work harder than you worked yesterday in the present so that you can work even harder tomorrow for yesterday.
I like that. I can't you lost me. It's fine.
So,
No. He's onto something.
No,
Just
like,
run-
he
run-
wasn't.
run-
I hear that. So
like,
like,
run it one more time.
so work harder than yesterday
Yeah.
so that tomorrow, work harder than yesterday in the present and right now.
Bro, you lost me when you started.
No, chill, bro. I'm trying to hear it. I know. I want to hear it. So
You know what?
you keep interrupting
It's one of
him.
them quotes, like quotes in it. So you know what I'm saying?
No, you keep interrupting. No, say it.
So work harder than you did yesterday today,
Yeah.
so that when because then I've said you can't see it tomorrow now. So that
You read your own quote. You read your own quote. He fucked up his own quote.
So that tomorrow.
That's the title.
He fucked up his own quote. That's it. You get me?
So work harder than you did yesterday today, so tomorrow you can go even harder.
Nah, bro, you know what? You lost me too. The first time it made sense, yeah. Now Ben's in there.
I'm trying to elaborate now. Just work harder. Just work harder.
Just basically, just work. Basically, that's all it is. This is the thing with quotes. Yeah. The quotes can be done in like 2 words or 3 words, yeah. So I'm gonna say fucking like
work hard.
Alright, you know what? Alright, my favorite quote is this. It's my own quote that I created, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just give you a bit of a backdrop. Yeah, Makes
sense this time.
No. It'll make sense. But it came from like that thing of people kept saying like things happen for a reason. And it's like some shit things happen in my life, and I'm like, fucking no, like I can't really see the reason. You know what I'm trying to say? But as time went on, I was like, actually, I started finding reasons for things happening. Yeah. And then my quote was around: if things happen for a reason, then create more reasons for things to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Things happen for okay.
And it's fucking powerful, innit? But really and truly, like I could have said it in 2 words: just have more reason in life.
That's not 2 words.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I meant, like shorter term.
Do you know what my favorite quote is? My favorite quote: Shia LaBeouf, do it.
Just do it.
Just fucking do it.
Just
Nike stole that shit, bro.
Who?
Nike.
No, do it. Make your shit.
No, Nike stole it, bro.
Who?
From him and up. Just do it.
That's been Nike's thing.
No, Shia LaBeouf, bro. Do it, that guy.
Oh,
yeah, that guy, bro. Shia LaBeouf, yeah. He said that guy in that one.
But he was a meme though.
No, God, everything's a meme, bro. In that one video,
like he was a fucking meme,
in
bro.
that one video, he said 1 million quotes.
Yeah.
He basically said all these quotes in that one video. Just fucking do it.
Why is it so hard to do it though?
Make it hard.
What do you mean?
We create.
Like, it's kind of like sometimes it's hard to do it. Like,
Mindset.
There you go.
Like it's not always easy to do it. Sometimes it's hard.
It's not easy, but what's supposed to be? If it was easy. I'm trying to think.
It's coming with another quote. It's coming with another quote.
If it's easy, it would be valueless. Value the value is determined by its difficulty and its rarity.
Yeah.
If everyone was a bodybuilder, bodybuilding would be valuable.
Yeah.
If skinny would be valuable if everyone's a bodybuilder. See the change in narrative. So the value of something is determined by how difficult it is and how common it is. Those two things are all great value. So that's why it's not easy. Because it'd be valueless if it was. Simple as that.
Man, air that still.
Tottenham are winning 4-1.
Air that still.
Tottenham.
Yeah, they're winning 4-1.
Who they playing?
Southampton.
Who won Fulham Liverpool?
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
It was a good game, man.
Down.
It was going off still. I'm not gonna lie, it was going off.
Oh, you got Villa.
What's that?
You got Villa.
Are you Villa or Birmingham?
Yeah, Villa, man. Birmingham, he's that, man.
I got a confession to make though. Yeah,
Go on, man,
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was younger, I used to hate Birmingham accent.
Yeah.
When I got no,
what it is? Okay,
wait. No, but let me clear it up. I know, but let me clear it up. Yeah, but when I got older, like
Villa losing 1-0.
Yeah.
Like when I got to like 22,
1-0 Bournemouth.
but forget that shit, man. When I got to 22, yeah, like 22, 23,
yeah,
I think that's when like more Birmingham stuff started being like put on internet. So like music, people talking, the shows, whatever. Then it grew on me. It took a little while.
You know what it is though, yeah. You see, with Birmingham, I'm speaking. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm speaking for Birmingham right now.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, why not? It's okay then. Imagine you got America, you got England, and London. Boom, and you got Birmingham.
Yeah,
Birmingham.
that's a
Birmingham. But you know what it is? Cause I've experienced this with music. You get me? Because of the accent, you'd hear a couple Birmingham people do songs, but they don't sound like they're from Birmingham.
Yes, I've heard that as well. I've seen that. Yeah. They will be from Birmingham, but they're putting on London accent.
Do you know how messed up that is, bro?
That's crazy.
Same happens with singing. A lot of singers out from English sing in American accents.
No, but look at
you know what it is? That's down to the product of the environment.
Thank you.
Music.
100%.
So if we're talking about UK rap, London obviously is running it because look how big London is. You get me? I don't even say London.
He's the capital.
I don't even say I say London. You get me? Because Birmingham, so I'm gonna say London.
You know what? Yeah, I do. Regardless of that fact, I kind of go towards like H and RD and
but you know why?
The accent. I like how they utilize the accent
exactly.
to sound good.
But you know why? Because I'm assuming you two have grown up London.
Yeah.
So you're used to. You get me? It's like me now. Cool. I've come up to London. And it's like, raw, this is sick. You get me? You know, like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I've been in Birmingham so much, even going to, I don't know, Wales, it feels like a different country.
Yeah,
because I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying?
But I know what you meant, but bro, I feel you. No, but bro, it's like. Even if you go to another part of like UK, it still feels a bit different, doesn't it? People are different. Sometimes some streets look different. The buildings are different. It's like you know what I'm saying?
That's why when I'm in London and I love talking extra because it's like I'm different compared to you.
No, but bro, people love different accents in London. They love the accents from Birmingham, from Leeds, like all over, like Liverpool.
I feel the value of Birmingham is compared to London.
Nah, do you know what Birmingham is? Yeah, this is what I realized about Birmingham recently. It's
Birmingham.
No, Birmingham. It's basically London. It's London like 20 years ago. And this is not to say that they're behind the times. They're not behind the times. But I feel like Birmingham now is a bit more raw. It's more raw than London used to be like that, basically, kind of thing.
What Birmingham has been.
No, it has been. But what I'm saying, but London is not like that no more. London is a bit different now. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not as raw.
It's always been the capital though, so it's always been like...
It's not as raw as it used to be.
But the thing is, this is what I'm saying though. You see, because how big London is, you got different segments of the UK rap and you got different sections and stuff. Obviously, for Birmingham, okay, name 5 artists from London.
Fucking hell, Krypton Conan, that's easy. That's two. That's you get me. Odd Ads.
Yeah.
Heady One.
Russ, Ed Sheeran,
Slicks, Rapid.
You notice I said 5, you know, and you know what I'm saying?
Now let's do Birmingham. No, let's do the rest of England.
You know what I'm saying?
Do the rest of England. HRD, I'm out.
No, but you see with H and that.
H is wait, H.
No. H is Manchester.
H is Manny.
No, it's Manny and Ardy's from what Brighton.
Brighton, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is you asked us to do 5 London. Yeah. Now ask us to do 5 of the rest of the UK.
No, but it's gonna ask us to do 5 in Birmingham.
Yeah, okay, then do 5 in Birmingham. 6.
H1. What's his name? Millions.
Yeah.
Is it Ross Millie? Ross.
No, Millions with a M1. His flow is sick though. You know what? That's why I fuck with him the most. You know. You know why? Because he's brought his own shit.
And realize when he first started popping, people were saying that, yo, he sounds like Heady Wonder. He's paved his own lane now.
Nah, he sounds way different. This flow is just different. Yeah. But bro, his punchlines. What's that HTC track? Oh, listen, he's fire. He's fire.
But anyway,
give me so cool. That's do DTM8. Rough, quick one. I'm speaking them up, fam.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm thinking.
That's the part I want.
You know what it is? I didn't want to say, I don't know them just because.
No, listen. You know I made up all of them apart from Millions, innit? I was just looking at it. I said, rough. You had
me, bro. You had me.
But for me, like. See with Birmingham, so obviously we've got the pioneers of Birmingham. So you've got your Millions, you got your Lady Leishas, you got
Lady Leishas from Birmingham, yeah. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't know.
I didn't even know that.
You don't know.
I didn't even know that.
You got what used to be Lotto Boys. You get me? You don't know Lotto Boys?
I heard of Lotto Boys. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to their shit because I don't listen to drill that much. So
it was like 2018. That was their year, and they had No Done. And they had couple songs still. Yeah. But
you know what? I remember another one. You might not even know who this one is. OG Nicky.
Yeah. You got OG Nicky.
Yeah, OG Nicky.
You know what I'm saying? You got Mist, obviously.
Oh yeah, Mist. Yeah. How can I forget Mist, bro?
You got JK.
Wait, JK from Birmingham?
Yeah, it's from Birmingham. Yeah.
No way. I thought it was like some like Liverpool kind of like. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Bro. Yo, I was saying.
I didn't even know JK was from Bro. I thought it was from else.
Who else you got?
Right, he's struggling.
See,
name some London.
London, easy. And you know what it is? You could probably name 5 from, because I know London, you got North, East, South, and West.
Oh yeah.
You probably could name 5 each from. Yeah. You see, so like for me, like Notes. You got Young Bane, you got Steph London, you got Kojo, you got
I kind of Kojo and what's the other one you linked? The one before, the first one you linked?
Notes.
The second one?
Steph.
No.
Young Bane?
Bane. Yeah, Bane and Kojo. I ain't heard from them in a minute.
Nah.
Young Bane quit music, innit?
Did he?
Yeah.
And
no, I think he's about to release his last album when he's done with music. That's what he said. Anyway.
Kojo's been after done talking. He was done talking.
After done talking,
he was done talking. I can't lie.
But from London's got bare people, and you know what I'm saying. I think one of the things that Birmingham, with music anyway, is obviously the accent thing. We can rhyme certain stuff that Londoners can't, but and vice versa.
Yeah. You know that's a good point.
Because man, you use like say cinema. You get me? You can rhyme that with guitar. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you say?
But me, I say cinema.
Okay, yeah.
So you got them options,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Water. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So, so like I feel like the industry. I don't feel like it's wherever the industry is. I don't know where it is. If it's in London or wherever the game, the top leaders.
It's in Universal Music. That's where the industry is.
Yeah. They don't rate Birmingham. They don't. I remember. I'm not gonna put any thingies on blast, but I remember my first music video with my cousin. We recorded it, and then we sent it to one of them platforms. You get me? And cool. At the time, it was $250 to upload it, which cool, whatever. Like, it's a business. Boom.
Oh, can you say the platform's name or no?
I said, yeah, GRM. Cool.
Okay, cool.
GRM. Cool. We uploaded it. This was ages ago though. Get me? And we've sent them. Cool. Sent, approved, and then sent the payment through. Now, boom, didn't hear from them. I'm messaging them like, when is it going to be released? Because obviously when it's released, we want to know a week in advance or even 2 weeks in advance so that man can, create the promotion and stuff like that. It was one Thursday, and I sent them a message. I said, yo, when is it going to be released? They said, and this was like, I can't remember what time. They said, 3 o'clock today. Thinking, at the moment, like, at that time, I was like, yes, okay, cool, because it's the first video. Previously, I'm trying to contact them. No one's saying nothing. And they said, free, cool. Yeah, that's calm. The video's going to be out. But then now it's like, cool. Like, give us at least a week.
Yeah.
Also, like, they don't put like any links. So say like your thing was say like your track's popping off.
Yeah.
You get me? Millions and gazillion views or whatever. People are gonna find you because of the views. You get me? But say like you're artist like me where cool, it reached 20K. You get me? There's a couple people that are interested in the music. But they can't find you. They only know your face now. Just from the video. That's why people put their Instagram at the end or in the beginning of the video. If you're not putting the links in the bios or the descriptions, how are people supposed to kind of find your music?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there could be a platform that does things way better. So I think for starters, I think this is what the UK industry is missing anyways, and there's a gap. I always find the gaps, but I'm not necessarily interested in addressing it myself. But so like one of the other things, so if you pay to upload a video, which a lot of people do, like also they make money off your video anyways. You know what I'm trying to say? Because like whatever, if they upload it on the platform, let's say like 10K views came from you, 20K views maybe came from the channel, their own channel. They're still making money from the video itself anyways. So I think there needs to be like a platform that addresses all of those things, like addresses that put in, people's links in there. They also split the profits to what they make based on that video. Like those kind of things. And it will be operating so much, but it'd just be better for the industry. It'd be better for the industry, man.
Yeah. You know I hear what he's saying still. At the same time, it would be kind of difficult just because the amount of videos they release. So one of the days, I monitored how many videos they were releasing each day. They released about 8. You get me? So it's oversaturated. But definitely with especially leaving links, and I see it many times, like people discuss why people are so vexed about, you have to pay 250, 300, 400 for a music upload. It's not that people are vexed that you have to pay that fee, because in everything there's a fee. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact of the service. Cool. I've made the video, so I want it to be accessible to your people. So you just uploading a video, not giving any tags, not even like, okay, cool. You say the title, you say my name in the title and everything like that, but not giving links. If I've made a link, like a LinkTree or something to it,
because that's gonna give you more exposure. You know
what I'm saying? If I'm paying £400, what?
At least put a link in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. At least it met me like have a bit of bread from it. You know what I'm saying? If people are interested in the music.
But do you know what's interesting about those platforms? It's like those are the platforms that people can have access to because of the money. And it's like, and it's not necessarily good, because now like I look at channels, I think they'll put out some good mainstream tracks on the channel. But there'll be a lot of bullshit they put in there as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Because everyone's got access to it, so it kind of loses a little bit of value as well.
I've clocked though. They do a thing now called like the approval stage. So you send it in, they give you prices, and then they say like we'll have a couple days to see if it gets approved by the team. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it makes sense. Like they have to put things like that in place.
Yeah. But I think right now with the music industry, it's kind of, it's not reliant on platforms as such. As much, because TikTok's just doing a mad thing with people's careers right now.
And I've seen a lot of more artists now. They set up their own pages, anyways, like YouTube pages, so they don't have to put it on other people's stuff. And they're building their own pages. It's beautiful to see, you know. Like
and I think it's a better way though.
100%.
As an upcoming artist, unless you're like, okay, let's say Mist, you can upload on GRM because like people already know who you are.
I'm sure people like that, they'll have a deal with GRM, like they'll get certain amount of money from whatever it generates and shit like that.
They probably don't even pay for upload, bro.
100% no,
because it's a guaranteed. Say like if you're charging $4 for an upload, but then there's an artist right there that can guarantee you 1 million streams, 2 million streams.
They'll want
profit,
that. They might even pay them to get the video on there.
You know what I'm saying?
But look, we're gonna start wrapping up now.
Before we do that,
God.
What's your feminine and masculine quality?
oh yeah, we're coming back to that.
I was hoping you would have asked that, you know.
I told you we're gonna reach at the end.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm so late, man.
Based on the definition of what you said with the feminine and masculinity, like feminine's like more emotional and I'd say 60-40 with that. I'm not an angry person. I don't get like angry or.
But that's the thing. Anger's got nothing to do with it. Now we've found out today, anyway. So
true. But then, okay, no, 70-30 because I am active. You get me? I'm
active, confident, all those other. Yeah, makes sense.
But if you're going off people. The definitions, then 100% masculine.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
perfect sense. Cool.
What about you?
Huh?
What
I already said, man. I'm
like trying to dodge a question, you know.
Huh?
Trying to dodge a question.
No, I already said about this. I'm 50-50.
You sure?
But it varies on some days.
Yeah, but it fluctuates.
But yeah, I don't know. I see it as more like an overall thing, right? Like, what are you majority?
Like 50-50.
Yeah.
Little
bitch. Anyway.
Raw, that's mad.
Right, before we lock off, we've got 2 questions for you. First question is very simple. Do you have anything to promote?
Anything to promote?
Camera's right there.
I like to promote myself to brands that want to, work with me. I'm available, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah.
Like,
do you like promote your music or your content? What about your Instagram page?
Yeah, so Instagram page. I got 2 Instagram pages.
His Instagram page is sick, by the way. Yeah,
man.
I get my daily dose of motivation and mindset from
fam. And the way I do it, I don't do it as like just straight up. You got you know what I'm saying? I try to find, because me, I'm a bubbly person,
and it's funny. Like it's entertaining. It's like it's fun. It's entertaining. It's like it's structured well. Like it's really good, man.
Yeah, man. Love. But yeah, man. My Instagram, Timon King _ Timon spelled like Timon from Lion King, and King, you get me, _.
Music page. Man's called Timon, but he's built like Pumbaa.
You know what I'm saying?
Who said that? Who said that?
You get me? You know what I'm saying? Built like Simba. You get me? And my music page, known as TT Music. That's it. Yeah, man.
Love it. And the final question is, when you get a chance to say something to 7.9 billion people, what are you going to tell them?
When I get the chance?
Yeah.
7.9 billion.
Billion people.
7.9 billion people. The whole world population. What are you going to tell them?
I won't say nothing, you know.
So it's just like,
I don't need to talk to everybody.
You know what? Let me put some context to it, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically, you're signing out, yeah?
Yeah.
Like signing out is like you're signing out of life, yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to be going,
just going to kick the bucket.
Yeah, you get me? Just...
Yeah.
Before that,
check out.
They go, you know what? The world values you a lot. And they go, you know what? You can make this like 20, 30 second video.
Yeah.
That's going to be like mainstream to, streamed?
Streamed, Live streamed.
Live stream, yeah.
Oh, like
Listen.
my final talk.
Yeah, like live stream to like the whole world's population and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna like have a 30-second video just watching them, or like are you gonna say something to them?
I'll watch it.
Oh,
I can't watch that. This is like a staring contest. Let's go.
I do that too.
now what I would say to sum it up of my life. Life is gonna end in 30 seconds. Hopefully not today. I'd say my motto: work hard, then work harder. That's it.
Bro, I got that from your last quote earlier.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, but and I can see it. It's a beautiful thing to have.
Yeah, man.
Another thing to say would be Aston Villa play better. 2-0.
2-0. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. I thought you just said 1-0 Bournemouth. You're playing with my leg in it. Oh,
No. Don't put two together. 2-0 to who?
Oh shit! Oh, you got bare happy. Oh shit! Hey, you know what?
Man, you playing tomorrow?
Hey, you know what that was? Do you know what that was?
You playing tomorrow? Brighton. Yeah, I hope you lose.
Hey, listen. Hey, do you know what that was? Do you know what that was? That was a perfect definition of like you hear what you want to hear.
Oh, amazing. You chose to hear
these quotes, man.
Yeah.
You chose luck off.
You chose to hear Aston Villa.
But bro, listen, it was good to have you, man.
My brother. Anytime, man.
Appreciate you for coming down, man.
You get me?
Come on, cheers.